Rule 111 refers to the prosecutions of civil actions in the context of criminal procedures. General rule: when a criminal action is filed, the civil actions for recovery of civil liability arising from the offense charged is impliedly instituted with the criminal actions. This means that the victim can seek damage without filing a separate lawsuits. Exemptions, waiver. The offended party can explicitly waive the right to recover civil liability. Reservation. The offended party can reserve the right to file with a separate civil action which must be made before the prosecution presents its evidence. Prior institutions of civil actions. If the civil action is filed before the criminal actions, it can proceed separately. The purpose of Rule 111 aims to avoid the multiplicity of actions by combining the criminal and civil aspects of a case, promoting efficiency and expediency in the legal process. Key consideration: the civil actions deemed to institute with the criminal actions unless implicitly waived or reserved. Independent civil actions can proceed separately, especially this based on specific provisions of the Civil Code. The court may suspend the civil actions if there's a pending criminal case arising from the same offense. In case Rule 111 governs how civil actions are prosecuted conjunction with the separately from the criminal actions, ensuring that victim can seek redress for damage while avoiding unnecessary duplications of lawsuits. Rule 112 of the revised rules of criminal procedure in the Philippines governs preliminary investigations which determine whether there's sufficient evidence to hold a person for trial. Here's how it relates to Department of Circular DC to 015 and 020. Preliminary investigation purpose. Rule 112 aims to protect individuals from unnecessary prosecutions by determining probable cause, not guilt beyond reasonable doubt. DC 015 and DC 020 impact. These circulars introduce changes to the preliminary investigation process, shifting the standard from probable cause to reasonable certainty of conviction. This new standard requires stronger evidence for prosecution. Key change under DC 015 and DC 02. New evidentiary standard. Reasonable certainty of conviction demands more robust evidence, potentially limiting prosecutions to case with stronger evidence. Prima facie evidence. The new standards can be met with prima facie evidence, including witnesses, documents, and real evidence, sufficient to establish all elements of the crime. Prosecutorial discretion. Prosecutor now have clearer guidelines for evaluating evidence in determining whether to proceed with cases. Preliminary investigation process. Filing of complaints are filed with the office of the prosecutor, accompanied by supporting evidence. Subpoena and response. The prosecutor issues the subpoena to the respondent, who can submit a counter affidavit in evidence. Resolution. The prosecutor determines probable cause or reasonable certainty of conviction based on evidence submitted. Implications of consideration. Potential impact of prosecution. The new standard may lead to the fewer cases being prosecuted as prosecutors require stronger evidence. Due process concern. The shift in the evidence standard raises question about fairness and due process, particularly for complainants. Judicial oversights. The courts retain authority to review prosecutorial decisions and ensures adherence to the legal standards. Rule 113, the revised rules of criminal procedures in the Philippines governs arrest. Section 1, definition of arrest. Arrest is the taking of a person into custody to answer for an offense. Section 2, arrest without warrant. A peace officer can arrest a person without a warrant when the person is committing or attempting to commit crime in the officer's appearance. The person committed the crime in the fleeing or attempting to flee. A crime has been committed as the officer of probable cause to believe the persons committed it. Section 3, arrest with warrant. An arrest warrant is an written order issued by the judge directing a peace officer to arrest person. Section 4, execution of arrest warrant. The officer executing the warrant must inform the person to be arrested of the intention to arrest in the cause of the arrest. Deliver the person to the nearest police station or jail without delay. Section 5, method of arrest. An arrest is made by actual restraint of the person or submission to custody. Section 6, right of officer to break open doors and windows. An officer can break open doors or window to affect and arrest it. The person to be arrested is refusing to submit to arrest. The officer is refused admittance to the place where the person is. Section 7, right to break out of the house. An officer can break out of the house to liberate themselves if they are lawfully within the house and are detained or obstruct. Section 8, arrest after escape of the rescue. If a person escapes or rescue after arrest, the officer can pursue and retake the person without warrant. Section 9, delivery of a person arrested. The officer must deliver the person arrested in the nearest police station or jail without delay. Section 10, duty of an officer after arrest. The officer must inform the person arrested of their rights. Book the person at the police station or jail. Section 11, liability of officer for unlawful arrest. An officer who makes an unlawful arrest is liable for damages. Section 12, when officer may summon an assistance, an officer can summon assistance to effect an arrest necessary. Section 13, use of force in making arrest. An officer can use reasonable force to effect an arrest but not more than necessary. Section 14, disposition of a person arrested. The person arrested must be brought before a judge without unnecessary delay. This section outlines the procedures and guidelines for arrest, ensuring the rights of both the accused and arresting officer are protected. Rule 114 of the revised rules of criminal procedure in the Philippines governs bail. Here's a breakdown of the rule. Bail as a matter of right. Bail is a matter of the right of an offense punishable by a fine or imprisonment of less than 6 years. Bail as a matter of discretion. For offense punishable by imprisonment of 6 years or more, bail matter discretion for the court. Purpose of bail. The primary purpose of bail to ensure the accused presence at trial. Types of bail. Bail can be in the form of cash, property, or surely bond. Condition of bail. The court may impose condition on bail such as restricting the accused travel or the requiring regular reporting to the court. Cancellation of bail. Bail can be cancelled if the accused fails to appear at the trial of violators the conditions of bail. Key to consideration. Right to bail. The right of bail is not absolute and may be denied if the court finds that the accused is the flight risk of or poses the danger of to the community. Bail amount. The bail amount is determined by the court taking into account the nature of the offense, the accused finance situations, and other relevant factors. Bail bond. A bail bond is a contract between the accused, the surety, and the state where the surety guarantees the accused appearance at trial. Implications. Pre-trial release. Bail allows the accused to the release from the custody pending trial, which can help reduce the burden of the correctional system. Protection of rights. The bail process ensures that accused right to protected while also ensuring public safety in the integrity in judicial process. Rule 128. If the revised rules on the criminal procedures govern search warrants, definition. A search warrant is a court order that authorizes law enforcement to search in specific place or person of evidence of a crime. Probable cause. A search warrant can be issued if there is probable cause, which means there must be sufficient evidence to believe that a crime has been committed to the evidence is likely to be found a place to be searched. Requirements for issuance. A search warrant must be issued by the judge must particularly describe the place to be searched and the things to be seized. Executions of search warrant. The search warrant must be executed within 10 days from the issuance of the officer. Execute the warrant must be give a copy of the warrant must inventory of the items seized to the person in charge of the place search. Key consideration. Particularly requirements. The search warrant must particularly describe the place search and the things to be seized to prevent unreasonable searches and seizures. Probable cause determines the judgment. Judge must determine probable cause based on the evidence presented on the determination must be made before issuing the search warrant. Search warrant validity. A search warrant valid for 10 days from the issuance. It must be executed within the period. Implications. Protect of rights. The requirements of issuing a warrant ensures that rights of individuals are protected against unreasonable searches and seizures. Effective law enforcement. Search warrants are an essential tool for the law enforcement to gather evidence, investigate crimes. Judicial oversights. The judge role in issuing search warrant provides a check on the power of law enforcement in the ensures of searches are conducted lawfully.